Hello, this is Yogeshwar, and I'm back with another video. And in our last video, we did discuss about the effect of Saturn transit on November the 2nd, 2014 on the sign of Aries. And both the signs in terms both means people with an ascendant of Aries as well as people with a moon sign of Aries, meaning which if moon is placed in their birth chart in Aries, and we did discuss about the effects of the Saturn transit which is happening on November the 2nd, 2014. As we discussed, it's a major transit because Saturn stays in one zodiac sign for approximately 2.5 years, because the entire cycle of its travel through all the 12 zodiac signs is 30 months. I'm sorry, 30 years, about 30 years. So in one zodiac sign, it stays approximately 2.5 years. So people are very confused, and they want to make sure that Saturn, which is a malefic of the malefics, is not going to do any major harm to them. It will stay in their favor. And as we all know, that Saturn's responsibility is to make sure that it gives results to us based on our deeds. If we have done good deeds, it provides us with good effects, and if we have done evil deeds, it provides us with evil effects or bad effects as a punishment. So that is the responsibility or the duty which the divine has provided to the great planet Saturn. So Saturn is actually not bad, it's actually a blessing. It actually helps us clear our bad karmas. It's a very karmic planet. So today we are going to discuss about the transit of 2.5 years which is happening on November 2nd for people with Taurus ascendant and people with the moon sign of Taurus. And when I say moon sign of Taurus, for people who are not familiar with astrology, where their moon is placed in the sign of Taurus, it becomes their moon sign. Now, classics generally take into effect or give more importance to the transits based on moon signs. However, in the experience of certain astrologers, it has been observed that the transits also affects based on the ascendants. So please remember that this video will talk about the transit of Saturn, which will apply to people with moon sign of Taurus. However, also it will affect in a similar fashion for people with the ascendant of Taurus. So I will recommend both people with the moon sign of Taurus and people with the ascendant of Taurus should watch this video and see the effect of Saturn transit for 2.5 years, which is happening on November the 2nd, 2014. So as you can see on the screen, the transit of Saturn is happening from the zodiac sign of Libra into Scorpio this November. And for people with Taurus ascendant or Taurus moon sign, it will move from their 6th house into the 7th house, which is highlighted in blue on the screen in front of you. So people with Taurus ascendant and Taurus moon sign had a great time, because Saturn is actually considered to be good in transit when it is transiting the 6th house. However, now it is going to move from the 6th house, as you can see from the arrow on the screen, into the 7th house. So what are the things that will be affected for Taurus ascendant and Taurus moon sign people? As you can see, since it's the 7th house, it is going to affect their partnerships. It is going to affect their matters related to spouse. It is going to affect matters related to business, because sometimes the seventh house also is considered to be related to business, because it also forms some kind of a partnership, a business partnership deal. So people with Taurus ascendant and Taurus moon sign have to be extremely careful in this transit, and as a matter of fact, in this entire 2.5 years when Saturn would be transiting their seventh house. Now, as far as its aspect is concerned, the third house aspect will fall on the ninth house, so matters related to luck and higher intelligence and learning, which means going to higher universities or people going for higher studies. That matters can be affected adversely during this 2.5 years period. So people with the moon sign of Taurus and moon sign of and the ascendant of Taurus have to be extremely careful and would have to do several remedies for the planet Saturn in this period. Another aspect will fall right on the ascendant or on the moon sign through its seventh house aspect, which also will be adversely affecting the general health and well-being of Taurus ascendant and Taurus moon sign people. That's through its seventh house aspect from the seventh house. So seventh to seventh comes to the ascendant, so matters related to the ascendant will be adversely affected. And through its 10th house aspect, it is going to be aspecting the third house, which as a matter of fact will not be that bad, because Saturn in third house is not considered bad at all. Another thing for Taurus ascendant and Taurus moon sign people have to remember is that for Taurus people, Saturn is a yoga karaka. So there's some good news for them, that Saturn may not affect the Taurus ascendant people and Taurus moon sign people in their transit to the seventh house as much as the other ascendants and other zodiac sign people, because it's a yoga karaka. Saturn likes people with Taurus ascendant and Taurus moon sign. It does not dislike people with Taurus ascendant or Taurus moon sign as much as it may dislike the others. However, of course, like I just mentioned, that the purpose or the duty of the great planet Saturn is to provide punishment and rewards to our karmas and our deeds. So as we go along in our lives, we do a lot of deeds which may be good or may not be good, because the kind of day and age we are living, we can justify a lot of things which are not considered to be good as per the Vedic principles, may be considered okay as per the present society norms. So I would say that Saturn's duty, it would, although it likes Taurus people, its duty would still be to provide rewards and punishments to people regardless of their ascendants or moon signs. So it's extremely important that we do remedies related to Saturn. Go and meet with an astrologer who is an expert Vedic astrologer who can provide you remedies during this transit. Also, Saturn's position in the seventh generally is not considered bad. However, in transits, it may affect the seventh house adversely. So remember that for Taurus ascendant, it may not be that bad as far as its relationship to the seventh house matters is concerned. However, like I just mentioned, that we keep doing good and bad deeds, so its effect may be felt. So remedies are extremely critical. So hopefully I feel you may have liked this video and you enjoyed this video, and you will be doing remedies for this Saturn transit, which is happening on November the 2nd, 2014. And I would recommend check out my website. There's a link below, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.